preventions as thermonuclear warfare and environmental warfare. And I wonder now, where do we go from here? Prophets everywhere gaze upon the horizon, and declare that judgment will come as the savage hands of unscrupulous men defile everything passed by. Time is running out as we eat and drink species at the brink of being extinct, yeah. And I think no one can deny that the price of progress is high. Really, really high, high, high. I see.
Good morning, Antigua and Barbuda and the wider world. Welcome to the Hub. Your host this morning is Samuel Best Spencer, and the Hub is sponsored by Caribbean Alliance Insurance. In the studio this morning, I have three lovely ladies, and I know I'm the envy of the world right now. And the ladies, I'd just like to have you introduce yourself. I know you're from the Confucius Institute, and I'm sure that you would like the general public to know who you are.
Good morning, Antigua and Barbuda. My name is Diamond Joseph. I am the local director for the CI.
安巴的朋友们 Good morning, friends from Antigua and Barbuda. My name is Guo Xiaotao. I'm the Chinese director of Confucius Institute here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gail Green Phillip, and I'm the deputy director of Confucius Local.
Ladies, it's a pleasure to have you in our studio this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Now, I know that most of Antigua have heard about your institute, and you're here this morning at least to expound on the information that was given out already. I know that you're raring and ready to go, so let's take the director, Diamond Joseph. What do you have to say to us this morning?
Good morning. We're just here just to, as you said, just give out more information as to what the program entails. The Confucius Institute, our mission is to strengthen educational collaboration between China and Antigua through promotion of development of Chinese language and culture. We just want to ensure that we're increasing the mutual understanding of our people through language and through cultural activities.
But tell me something, how this has been brought about?
In 2018, October, there was an agreement signed by the headquarters in China and the Ministry of Education, the Minister Brown. They signed an agreement to have the CI come to Antigua and Barbuda. The agreement was signed in Beijing, actually, and since then, the inception of this great program was something that was destined to happen and destined to be brought here. So since 2019 September, we have been here.
Sounds pretty good so far. Now, Miss Gail Green Phillip, you're the deputy director of the program. Tell us something about your role as it relates to the program.
Well, it has been a pleasure working with these two wonderful ladies who are very knowledgeable about the vision that CI has for Antigua. My role is primarily to support everything that is on board so that all people here on island can learn more about the cultural aspect and the educational aspect of the Chinese language and their culture. We have lots of things already planned. We are presently having classes, and our classes take place at Abyss. We have 3 classes in session right now, and they are conducted in the afternoons, Mondays, Thursdays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and those start 1:30 in the afternoon right through until 5:30. We are appealing to the general public to be a part of this wonderful learning experience. We only charge a small fee, which is just $100 which is a processing fee, and $35 is charged for the materials used in the program, and that is on a semester basis. $135 EC. That's all it takes to be a part of the program.
And your semester runs how many weeks?
Our semester runs in concurrence with the academic semester, so it's a 3-month period.
That's great. Sounds pretty good. Now, Maytal,
Yes.
you are also a director.
Yes.
What is your role as far as this program is concerned?
Okay. So my role is Chinese director of the program. So as you may know that the Confucius Institute was jointly ventured by the Ministry of Education here as well as the headquarters in China. So my role here is mainly to cooperate and coordinate with my team and also the Ministry of Education here to have our program landed and functioning as well as it can. So I go to the offices and also I visit the schools as my team. And also I support the Chinese teachers who came with me to do the classroom teaching so that they feel settled, supported, and if they have any cross-cultural problems or any kind of things, I can step out and help solving that.
I see that you're quite fluent in English. Where did you learn your English?
In China. Yeah.
Amazing.
But you will know that China, a lot of people are speaking English well because we understand that language matters about your future. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Now, any of the three could answer this particular question. What events are really upcoming as far as the program is concerned? What are you going to be doing over the next 6 months, the next year or so?
For the next 6 months, we will definitely continue to have our classes and host our classes. That is our main goal, but also understanding that we need to collaborate on island with cultural activities. So we have 2 things in the midst of collaborating with that are really based on island that we'll be a part of that we're really excited about. I don't think we have the clearance to really display that as yet. We want them to announce it prior to us promoting, but we will be a part of 2 major events happening on island very, very, very soon. And
I don't like my ladies to keep secrets from me.
So we will continue to promote our language program and be a part of all cultural activities as much as we can, as well as hosting different cultural activities within the schools. So we have in the past, we have collaborated with Sonova Richards with their academics. They have Mandarin actually being taught within the curriculum for some of their students, and we were there to assist with the cultural aspects. So we, our teachers and our team, we were there to assist with dumpling making. So along with their students learning the language, we came in to assist with the cultural aspect. So as much as we can be of assistance with all the people here on island, knowing the culture and understanding the language and understanding, as May said, that language is very important for success. And because of that, we want to ensure that that is something that we're getting out to the general public within the next 6 months to a year as we continue our foundation.
Sounds pretty good. I do have a daughter that attends the Sonova Richards School, and she's boasting about this language that she's learning. Pretty good. Miss Phillip, you spoke earlier on about the actual classes, time and location. Could you put a little more emphasis? Could you tell us exactly, because the public, wants to know in full detail what actually happens. You mentioned time, you actually mentioned fees, but tell us something about the interaction between teachers and the students.
Okay, so far it has been a very successful venture. The teachers are having a wonderful time. There are different groups of students. We have a group that is for the primary school students. We have another group that is for the secondary school students. And we also have a group that is presently from Abyss, the classes at Abyss. The students there, they're also in a group. We sat in on the classes last week, and it was just super exciting.
Great.
The students are really raving about how the teachers have been excellent, and they're learning really well. Saturn heard them speak in Mandarin, and that was a motivation for myself to start learning the Mandarin language as well, because you realize that it is going to be what it takes to break those cultural barriers. And we can't emphasize enough how important it is for us to learn so that we can integrate and to demystify some of the things that we would have heard growing up about our different cultures. And now that we're in the same space, we realize there's so many similarities. What we have is that there is a number that you can call 562-6684. And once you've been in contact with the secretary at the Abyss, or application forms are available. We will be putting on a new class because of its great success. We're moving rapidly. So next week, March the 2nd, we'll be putting on another class. And that class will be conducted Mondays and Wednesdays in the afternoon. We are really trying hard to target the more mature population. We're looking for persons from the community. We're looking for persons from the different ministries. As you might be aware, there have been many exchanges between our employees in the government service and the mainland China. And so what we are attempting to do is to bridge that gap, that when they go to China, they can be more functional.
Right.
Even just basic Mandarin, so that they're able to, feel very comfortable and integrate seamlessly. And so we are appealing again, 562-6684. Contact us. Small fee, $135. It is the best investment that you'll make for 2020.
And I do endorse that. Now, Maytel, you have a pivotal role to play, being, and I'm going to tag you, Chinese Antiguan.
Okay.
So tell us something further on what you're doing as far as this program is concerned.
Yeah, okay. I really had a good time in my last 5 months since I arrived here in this island. And for the near future, I think my major task is to cooperate with my team so that we can induce more resources to this program. So like Gail has mentioned that our program are growing rapidly, and the quality of a Chinese program depending on the quality of the teachers. So we are doing, one way we are getting more Chinese teachers who have qualified certificates and abundant experience coming here to lead the classes. And meanwhile, we are touching base the local teachers who are teaching Chinese, so we can give them good professional support so that they can develop, even attract more locals to be a Chinese teacher. So this is one thing. Another thing is we are trying to find some common areas here in Antigua to organize some cultural events which is to the need, interest, and the desire of the locals. So as you may know that here in Antigua, you have about over 200 local Chinese who migrated from China and have their family, business, everything here. And but sometimes they feel there is some cultural barrier, which made them have some misunderstanding or even difficult time when dealing with some local things. So we hope we can organize some events which can tell people they are just misunderstanding, or they just need to know why Chinese people is that, or why the local that. So we are hoping that our cultural events can be a Inger, yeah. So that's, yeah.
You know, I like disclosure, and I hope I'm not pressuring you too much. But are you willing to tell me something about some of the events, or even one of the events that is planned?
I think we are touching base many entities because we don't want to do something we want to do. We want to do something they like to do, the students like, the community like, and also the entities like. Yeah. So maybe, yeah.
Okay, I see I'm putting you on a spot, so I think we can move on from there then. Let's look at something, Diamond. You as the director, I'm sure you're pretty much enjoying what you're doing. 2 or 3 years ago did you really saw yourself in this kind of position?
2 or 3 years ago. No, I didn't actually. 2 or 3 years ago, I was actually living up in the States. I was a guidance counselor. And that was something that I always felt like I was going to do. I knew that education is my passion, education is my background, but I was really in tune with that one-on-one connection. But since this opportunity has come into my space and working with the team in which I'm working with, I see the need for this here. Understanding that education still is something I'm very passionate about. This is another form in which we are educating others to better themselves. So I'm still in the realm of education because I understand how important language is, and I understand how important it is for people to understand and be able to gain resources to better themselves outside of where they are. So with this, and you asking me in 2 or 3 years ago what did I imagine, I didn't imagine doing this per se, but I understand the need for it, and I understand my passion for being a part of this great initiative.
All right. Mrs. Phillip, what really motivated you to get involved in this institute?
Well, let me give you just a small synopsis of who Gail is. Gail has been a department head in the information technology field for the past almost 15 years. And I was very passionate, enjoyed every minute of it. But with age, with different things coming into your...
You talk about age, you're still a little girl.
Yeah, but yes, but coming as you grow, as you get older, you get wiser, you see the need for even more inclusivity. And so being in the classroom with the students is excellent. You're able to impart knowledge to them one-on-one. You're able to get them ready for the CXC exams and all of that wonderful stuff. But with CI, what I'm looking at is that it gives you a bigger reach, a greater reach, where you can make a greater impact on the students as well. Because we still are educators in our rights, but it's just in a different format. And now that the opportunity lends itself to be a part of CI, a wonderful initiative, I'm just thinking that the next 5 years is going to be just unimaginable because of what we will be able to do for Antigua and Barbuda and for the wider region. We're the first CI in the Eastern Caribbean, so we are definitely trendsetters. We are going to set the pace and the tone for the other islands, and once we have established ourselves and have done the things that we know we are capable of doing, I am confident that other islands are going to adapt, come on board, because they're going to see the benefits that can be derived from being a part of CI.
Sounds pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Now, ladies, I'm not going to let you escape me here without doing a little bit of Mandarin. So you're going to say something to the people of Antigua and Barbuda.
Ready? Should we just say it together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ni hao, amba,
So you're saying hello.
Antigua and Barbuda.
Okay, I'm learning.
And I know you're a quick learner, so that shouldn't be a problem.
All right, thank you. Now, ladies, I'm sure there's quite a bit more that you would like to say, and I'm going to allow you freely to express yourselves.
As Gail has stated, we are very eager to start this new class on March 2nd. This will be, as she said, really catered to the mature audience. Please contact us at 562-6684. There you will be able to get in contact with the secretary of the CI. If you would rather email, our email is ciantiguabarbuda@gmail.com.
Okay.
Maytime?
Yeah. I would like to talk about why you should think about this program. Confucius has a saying, the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach full potential. These three are the keys to unlock the door to personal excellence. I believe that every family wants to see your kids
Could you repeat that again?
Okay. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach full potential. These three are the keys to unlock the door to personal excellence.
Good.
Yeah, personal excellence, I think it's every family's ambition. And every parent would like to see that your kid excellent. Not everything, but at least in something, at least in fulfilling their dreams, want to be the person they want to be. But what is the potential? I think potential is not just to be recognized by the people in the family, not just to be applauded by the people around you, but you'll see your competitiveness in the outside world. Even you are contributing to the world as a world citizen. So in terms of this, I think what we are doing is very significant and also very timing, since this is a global era. And the Chinese, is different, but not that difficult. Like we say Antigua and Barbuda, if you tell a Chinese to remember this English, it's very difficult for them. Maybe it takes them 3 days to remember. But just think about it, when we say in Chinese, it's Anba. Yeah, it's easy to remember. Yeah, so the thing is, if you want to learn that, if you know the importance of it, you will find that it's not that easy. Don't forget that here in China, we have 1.4 billion people speaking that language, but outside of the world, right now we have 550 more Confucius Institute running everywhere in the world, supporting more than 1 billion people, foreigners, learning this language. So our Chinese team came to work with the locals to help you to make sure this is a quality program. And also we bring in resources and opportunities. So when you are ready to go, you can either go to China or go to other countries with more understanding of the country, of the world, and of the people. Yeah.
Ladies, your closing remarks?
I liked the last word that May used in her quote, excellence. And that is what we are aiming to accomplish through CIAB. We know that it is new, and we know that there might be some hesitation, but we're here to encourage you to give it a try. It's something that I can guarantee you will never regret.
We are focusing on quality, effectiveness, and inclusion.
Ladies, I'd like to thank you very much for joining me in the hub this morning. It's been a pleasure having you here, and I do hope to see you sometime again. Of course, I know now that I can attend your classes also, and it makes me feel very good indeed. Okay, thank you very much, ladies. And with all that's been said, we'll now go to a break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hear the word shack. What immediately comes to mind? Is it a roughly built cabin or hut made from pieces of wood? Or does it remind you of an individual from an international sporting event? Okay, how about we change that perception? Let's now be reminded of quality, innovation, and technology with very affordable prices and guaranteed durability, backed by trained professionals ready and waiting to help you find solutions. So think Radio Shack. Located at Wood Shopping Center and corner of Market and St. Mary Street. Telephone 480-2380. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Radio Shack Antigua.
The Confucius Institute of Antigua and Barbuda presents a Chinese language beginner's course starting Monday, March 2nd from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Antigua and Barbuda Institute for Continuing Education, ABIS. This course is open to the public and anyone eager to learn the Chinese language. Our teachers and curriculum will ensure your success. Register at ABIS Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. or contact us at ciantiguabarbuda@gmail.com. The Confucius Institute of Antigua and Barbuda, focusing on quality, effectiveness, and inclusion.